refillable lighter. This is the only place I found that, or one of the few places I found that had butane here for lighters. Is here at this mall, or this grocery store. Also in Robinson's in the mall, they do have smaller cans for filling lighters. Luckily, it's not very expensive. It's a little over 100 pesos for they got the bigger can here. Only difference is it has a metal tip instead of like a typical plastic tip like in the US. It'll be metal, but it works. You can't cut it off like you would for the different sizes. But the one in Robinson's comes with different plastic tips to put on the metal lead. And this is where I usually find the butane. It's right here. You can see where it says Firefly there. A red can with a red cap. That's the butane. There's the one next to it, but that's made for cookers. And with coffee, you're going to see all just mostly instant coffee that you can get beans and have them ground. You can get drip coffee makers. I suggest if you have one, send a percolator pot. They do sell electric teapots here, also tea kettles. I have not seen a percolator pot here, and it all depends on how much coffee you use, because the kitchens are small here. Having something that sits on your shelf, on your counter, and takes up space like a coffee maker isn't something you're going to like very much. Perfect. And like right here, here's the butane right here. This one right here. Alright, and now we're getting out of the groceries and sort of into the housewares. Another thing you're going to have to look to find, I had to look quite a bit to find one, was a potato masher. I don't do like a mashed potato here, even though there's sweet potatoes and all that. And you can get potatoes here. They don't really do mashed potatoes. I like mashed potatoes, so, and sweet potatoes, and there's a variety of different kinds of sweet potatoes. Usually they just boil them and eat them that way. They don't, I don't think they even put anything on them. They just eat them. This is what I think my girl's doing. Some of them are, the sweet potatoes are actually very sweet. Here's the tea kettle, as you can see, but they're 900 pesos down to 750. Good cookware is a good thing to ship. If you don't have it, if you have some real good stuff that you like, put a box together, ship that. Here's various rice cookers. That you're gonna find everywhere. You can get toaster ovens. Ooh, that one, a dehydrator maybe. Oh, microwaves, electric toaster ovens. And here's some drip coffee makers. Even toasters, although I wouldn't buy a toaster because of all the ants here. You'll have the toaster will be full of ants when you're going to use it. I gotta do a lot of due diligence to keep the ants out of stuff. And you can buy mattresses in here and a little bit of furniture. Most of the furniture here you're going to find is particle board. You can get nicer stuff, but you typically have to get it made. At least so far, I've only been here 6 months. I can't really speak for all of the Philippines or all of what's available. Yeah, and flip-flops. They've got, these are for laundry, for washing your clothes. And the tubs there for dumping the toilets. Even have refrigerators in here. There's a price on a smaller. That's a big fridge generally here. I bought a really big one, like a dummy, which I wish I hadn't done now. It works really good, but I wish I hadn't done it. These are various washing machines. Believe it or not, they do use washing machines. You don't see a dryer, but they have washing machines. Tupperware, that's one of the things I found is the quality of it is not very good. and it's typically expensive. I find a lot more of that in a hypermart than I just saw there. I haven't been to this store too much because it's way away from our apartment. This is a good 25 minutes away from where my apartment is. Maybe a little more, and that's if I use the diversion road. And if I don't use the diversion road and drive through town, oh my God, much worse. Okay, now let's walk down the other end. The wall's kind of like a little T. And down the end is the food court. That little play area, you got to pay for the kid to go in. Not like in the U.S. where a lot of these are free in places. You charge. One of the Philippines is noted for is constantly charging for things. I don't gotta walk through the other stores. The video's already gonna be long enough. There's a department store. Pick and Save is another sort of furniture slash department store. Clothing. Bought some stuff in there a while back. Sky Zone is another internet company here, or a phone company, I'm not sure which. I believe it's internet, but it didn't work in Bacong. We couldn't utilize it. Also stuff for pets, like dog collars and leashes. They do sell them here. You can get some decent ones, and key rings. Now, I don't know why. Let me see if these. Yeah, these are kind of like almost like the ones you would get at a car dealer in the U.S. It was like, you know, when you drop your car off for repair, it's hard to find a good quality key ring here. That's a good thing to send. Good thing to ship. There's a little furniture place over here. And they're building a new mall in town. Also camera gear. I shipped this tripod. Some of these, this one actually doesn't look too bad. But some of the camera, this is all plastic, real crappy crap. And I'm not finding good quality mounts for the camera. I bought a mount for my phone on the camera off of Amazon for 40 bucks. That works pretty good. And there's the Watson, and here's the food court. And I'm gonna get some food. So let me walk through once. I'm gonna turn the camera off, get the food and sit down. At least after I find a CR. Air conditioning doesn't work that well over here for some reason. They're not pumping enough of it out over here. I don't